Hello, once again, this is yours truly, CLJ, coming for you live at my office, and this video is going to be something special and unique, and I've been planning on doing this since last week, and and this is gonna be like a cinematic with CLJ slash video games with sitting with CLJ, and this is going to be a video about a fan fiction movie, of my most beloved and favorite game of all time. It's called Dragon Age Origins from BioWare back in 2009, and I picked it up back in 2011, 2012, and the game blew me away. I loved every moment of it. I have about 18 playthroughs from start to finish with my gray warden wardens, and I do plan on making like a video of showing all my wardens and all that. I got this 100% that game back to back to back. I did all sorts. I was good guy warden, I was a hero warden, I was a bad guy warden, and all shapes and sizes warden, great morality warden, which is my favorite, just me escaping this world and going into a virtual one, and it's a shame how the mighty has fallen with BioWare, and they just don't know how to make magic no more. And special shout out to the Mass Effect series, and now it's a void now. It really is. Inquisition was great. I got that game, which I'm gonna make a video of, dragging it, showing all my characters and all that. But with this one, it's going to be, about, casting. Let's say that there's a Dragon Age Origins live action movie, and ladies and gentlemen, let's start the show. Here we go. Now we're going to introduce to the characters of Dragon Age Origins, and we're starting off with Alistar, who you meet at Ostagar. After the Origins, after doing your Origins, you meet Alistar at Ostagar. Meet Lady Liana, at Lothering. After, when you get done with the Ostagar mission, meet Morgan, who saves you to a degree at the Battle of Ostagar. If you played the game, this game has been around since 2009, so this has been near 11 years. So spoilers is not really it's not really, who cares, But yeah, you meet Morgan, she nursed you back to health, and we have Zevran, who Logain and Rendon Howe, chases the warden down, and then you meet with him in the crosshair. Whether you keep him alive and then he joins your party, or you do what I do most of the time. I just kill the bastard, and then we go to Flemeth, who saved you from the Battle of Ostagar when the Darkspawn overswam and killed, due to Logain's, retreat at the Battle of Ostagar with the Darkspawn. That was one epic scene. Wow. It's sad when you think about it, how BioWare did all that back like 11 years ago, and they just can't, I don't know. It's sad, again, how the mighty has fallen. And Queen Honora, who most of the game you just see her in, cut scenes, but then you do meet her at the pretty much the latter end of the game where you meet her. And Ogren, where you meet at Ozamar, you meet him, pretty much the last part of the Warden missions before you get to the, man, what's it called? Oh man, I forgot what it was called. The Land's Meat. Yeah, the Land's Meat. Yeah, and Shell, who is on the DLC called the Stone Prisoner, lovely companion. Sten, who you meet at Lothering, he's a cage Canary, and he's a wonderful companion. Definitely one of my favorites, and I was jumping for joy when with an Inquisition we could finally play as Canary. Finally, And here we go to Marjorie, who is Liliana's, partner, Liliana's partner, who you meet at either her DLC called Liliana's Song, or about like a quarter done of the game where you get to, face off with her, whether you spare her life or you kill her. I kill her every time, every time. And let me get to Bronca, who is a paragon, and Ozamar that you meet with her mission, a paragon of her kind. Same thing whether you spare her life or you end her life. And we get to Win, who you first meet at, Osagar, and then you see her again at the Tower Circle, where you spare her life or you end her life. And now we get to Duncan, who you meet at the end of your origin story, and then with Osagar, and then, due to low games, of treachery, they get overswamped by the Darkspawn, and then they die. Now we get to low game right here. Me personally, I probably say I didn't warm up to him until at least the 8th playthrough of the game, and ever since then I always choose low game. It took me 8 full playthroughs, ladies and gentlemen and gamers. After that, I spare him every time. I'm sorry, but to me personally, Alistar is just, I cannot stand him. But I wish Bioware made the third option. We can keep both of them. Can you imagine the party banner of those two? But they had to do that red, blue, white, black morality, and they skipped out on the gray one. Yeah, such a shame too. Yeah, such a shame. And we get to the R. Wendenhow, who's a real bastard, and I just love it when the animation, when your character slices his neck off I love that animation. Before I can set him on fire and all that piece of dirt. Especially if you are the human noble. Oh yeah, there's no justifying that weasel. Yeah, man. Go to King Kalin, the king of hero worship, I guess you can call him. Naive, young, dumb, naive, and I can only imagine the game if King Kalin had survived. Same thing with Duncan. You can just imagine them. Oh yeah, and you're speaking of that. Let's get even deeper into it. With the part that you meet at Ostagar. With Davith and Surgery. I would love to have seen a Davith Lives DLC or a mod. I know that's available on the PCs, but not on the consoles. Sir Jory, he's just a joke. I mean, wow, he really creamed his trousers. I can care less for Sir Jory, but Davith, I saw great potential in him. I'd take Davith over Zevran any day. Bauer has that, black-white morality, and they should have went to the gray area. Maybe when they remaster it, then we can probably see that happening. And last but not least, Sir Catherine was, a low games right-hand woman, you see her mostly through the cutscenes, but then you face off with her at the lands meet before the lands meet. No, sorry, let me back that up. You first and you second encounter her. Well, technically you encounter her at dinner room. When you literally just slay all of Redenhau's men, and then you have the option whether you want to, fight the enemy hordes. Mostly it's the mages that kills you in this game. Mages are they're unbelievable. But there's ways that you can get through that. I mean, I learned to get through that. I mean, I played a game on Nightmare with my warrior and mage, but rogue, I just cannot do origins on Nightmare. I just can't. I don't know. Rogues are just weak on origins. But Inquisition, I can do a Nightmare on any of them. I don't know. Maybe I do have. I gotta think for a second. Can I do Inquisition as a rogue on Nightmare? I don't know. I gotta. But definitely with a warrior and mage, I can do that, hands down. But yeah, with Sir Catherine, sometimes I just fight her off, and well, actually, I kite her. I draw them in, and then take my one by one, and man, it's suicide. I mean, kudos to you, Bioware, for making that setup, because you would not survive that even on casual if you try to take them all at once. Because the biggest threat in Origins and biggest threat in Origins are the archers and the mages. If you take them out, you're home street, easy street. Or if you get like a cannon, the warden got caught and all that, and then you face her off before the lands meet, and then it's just her, and then yeah, I probably say she's a tragic character too. I mean, it's nice to have a powerful female. I mean, this game has powerful females in it. It's amazing. I mean, this game is 2009, ladies and gentlemen. You know, and they had it all. They really did. I'm amazed at the community who said that they want women representation doesn't lift this game up. It has it. You got a strong queen. You got an in-tap king. You have a strong female companions. I mean, Wen is amazing. You got Morgan. You got Flemeth, and yeah, Morgan's mother, and it's Morgan herself, Lady Liana. Yes, she's a redhead, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, that's my favorite companion. So it is what it is. But yeah, folks, and yeah, that's about it. With the sides, and then I'm gonna do another one with the Warden. Let me see here. Okay, we'll get to the Warden part of this video, and now, here you go, with the origins, origins. You have your origins are human noble. Unfortunately, they scrapped the human commoner, and I heard it was with a Avar origin. That would have been awesome. Well, unfortunately, what this game is, human noble, and that's it. And then you have a city elf, and then you have a Dalish elf where you're in the woods, and then you have a dwarf, you have a dwarf noble, and then you have a dwarf commoner, the dusters, and that's it, and that's about it. Again, let's fingers crossed and all that we see Dragon Age Origins remastered, and they add the human commoner and the Avar. That would be off the chain, because they had the Avar barbarians in the whole game, to be honest. Yeah, then no human commoner. That'd be interesting to see, probably start like a Red Cliff or something if you're a human commoner, or you start at Ossigar as an Avar barbarian. Yeah, I mean they did it for the elf and the dwarves, but humans just get, yeah. And then the third option for keep Alistar and Logain, that'd be off the chain. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to end this video, and let me know what's your thoughts or movie cast and all that for this. Until next time, to see yours truly, CLJ. Game on, play easy, take it easy, be safe, be responsible. Bye bye.